people's savings are secure, and even those beyond the $250,000, the FDIC is guaranteeing them that the American taxpayer is not going to have to pay a penny. The banks are in pretty good shape. What's going on in Europe isn't a direct consequence of what's happening in the United States. And what we would do is, if we find that there's more instability than appears, we'd be in a position to have the FDIC use the power it has to guarantee those loans above 250, like they did already. And so I think it's going to take a little while for things to just calm down. But I don't see anything that's on the horizon that's about to explode. But I do understand there's an unease about this. And these mid-sized banks have to be able to survive. And I think they'll be able to do that.
Journal economists. This is the Wall Street Journal, not Gateway Pundit or Breitbart. Economists are now estimating that 186 banks may be prone to the same risk as Silicon Valley Bank. This number is likely even higher as the pressures that regional banks are facing are ramping up. The government has put itself in a spot where they must backstop all banks for now. What they did for Silicon Valley Bank must be done for everyone until panic subsides. Costly is an understatement. That's being reported tonight in the Wall Street Journal. I just read from the Kobayashi letter on Twitter. As we've said, they're trying to nationalize the banking system as they're going by funneling cash to keep these banks solvent here over the weekend. But you're going to have.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rachah, Kodash. We'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word and our true faith is shared. And today I got the brother Dawada, and I'm the brother Barak, and we're the Akim from the Great Millstone Church of Birmingham. And as you can see, what's on the horizon, prophecy, the will of Yahweh Shema Shai is being made known on the planet Earth, man. And we're getting closer and closer to that perfect day, as you can see, seeing through the testimony of Yahweh Shai, that everything is making sense, is a build-up. So what we have on the screen is actually from your bank app, and this is concerning when the bank runs took place. And Davida, can you read that out?
It says AmFirst. Yeah, AmFirst deposits are safe.
See, that's what they had to come to. Yeah, they had to come to you and tell you, despite what took place, your deposits are safe. Not knowing that this is a trend that's taking place on the planet Earth. That wasn't just a one-time thing. The things are budding forth. It begins to it's like a domino effect.
Mm-hmm.
This and that, and this and it. Now the picture is, clear. But that's saying that's that piece. As you can see, Biden said he don't see it's what he said.
Biden said he don't see any. Well, I think it was almost like an explosion of things going bad.
See?
Why they have to put that out there, man? It was a once upon a time was America was secure in their place, but now your local bank app and the so-called leader of the free world is trying to calm you down, taking your money out of they system, man. You know, as the brother said earlier, you know, that's prophecy reaching its perfection, you know.
Yeah, if I may, why they telling you
Like
it's
you got
safe? Why
that's
they
it.
telling you it's safe? If it's already, it's supposed. That's why we put it there because it's safe. But why you got to your stuff safe, man?
Cause,
You know what I mean? So let's show you this man is up to no good. Just why he have to tell you it's 100% juice because it's not
right.
non-GMO. Why you had to tell? So that shows you this devil is showing why he's the devil, man.
Mm-hmm.
What you got to do?
It says the recent bank failures in the news have understandably caused concern by many in our community. As a member of
It said the bank failures,
Cause,
plural.
hmm,
So they show you that this is not just it's a trending thing.
mm-hmm.
Ultimately, this is for that corrupt to come. You got it all out.
It says, as a member of Am First Federal Credit Union, you should be, and that's crazy. You know, that's a credit union. Those things are really more supposed to be more secure than
Yeah.
your regular banks.
Mm-hmm.
It says you should be confident that your insured deposits are safe.
See, trust him.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. Because ultimately, that bridge to that thing, to that where the bridge is that thing to
Mm-hmm.
your everyday life as you once knew it when that corrupt come, man. So I think that's pretty much it on that though. But as you can see, they trying to calm you down and just say that there's nothing wrong. You know that everything's gonna be okay. It just takes time for it to heal. But she is not healed, man. You know. So matter of fact,
Good.
you can start off with that Thessalonians if you want.
Good. This is the book, First Thessalonians, chapter 5, and verse 1. It says, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction
See,
cometh upon them." Yeah.
and that's and what
Slacky, I think we lost the signal there. Bear with us, Esau. Brother gonna come back in. It says, First Thessalonians 5 and 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, and that's essentially what you've seen with those two videos. Well, one of those videos, right? Uh, and that post, you know, that they're saying peace and safety, right? It says, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right? You're not going to escape, man. Okay. I'm gonna read it for you again.
hey, Salakia.
Kind. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
See, so when they
As
shall say peace and safety, but why? Because of the seasons that we're in. As things progress upon the planet Earth, it's showing you where we at in this process in time. You know, this violent overthrow of the so-called white man, the uprooting of Edom, and it's by the way of these events happening on the earth. And uprooting something is not a pleasant thing. It's violent. You know, it's you hear the popping and the snapping of it, getting pulled up. So that's why you see bank runs and you hear about derailments That's a new thing now. That's a
Okay.
new word. You know, at some point everybody was saying mass.
Mm-hmm.
Now derailments is a new thing that's going to be in the common language of these Americans, man.
Hmm.
You know, but they telling you the peace and safety. There is, even though this happened, just chill. You know.
Yeah. I was thinking back to that Slakia, that movie 2012.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh,
where they had the president, who was their president at the time? Schwarzenegger, and he was
huh.
on the TV. He says, "The worst is over. Everything is fine." And when he said that, another earthquake, went
Yeah.
down. You know, so that's essentially what these people are trying to tell you. Oh, that movie Don't Look Up. You
Yep.
know, well, that asteroid was approaching, impending dangers on the way, and they telling you, no, look this way. Don't look this way. But I'm gonna finish it off. It says, "As travail upon a woman with child, and
Read,
they
yeah, read
shall
that part again. Read that part again.
can can." It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden
Mm-hmm.
destruction cometh upon them."
See, then suddenly,
That's it.
because suddenly that alert might not be just a warning. It might be that's you got to go to your local to get the RFI.
Yeah.
That might be your next notification.
Mm.
But it just shows you where we at in this process. That you should be more detached from this place because it's going to shit, man. This
Mm-hmm.
what it said that broken reed, that broken staff. This place is sick, and
Yeah.
they know it's sick. That's why I say he know he had with a short time. That's why there's a thing called that saying now that's in the air as well. A great reset.
You can.
That's in the air because it is going to be one, but it's going to be in righteousness, where it says with new heavens and new earth dwelleth in righteousness, and that
Mm-hmm.
process is by the way of the uprooting, the violent uprooting of the so-called white man, and these are the steps that's going to lead to that. Because it's the steps. The Lord is tells you destroy little by little. Get
Mm-hmm.
every nook and cranny. You got to clean every part of the. You got to get the corners
Mm.
and everything. So that's why people
Okay.
going. Yeah, you got to know.
It's like yeah, they clean sweep, man.
Yep, that's it.
You know, I think the elder brother Quanah make this analogy. If a person got cancer, the whole cancer got to go. You can't leave any little bit of cancer in there; it's gonna come back.
Yep.
It's like it says, "As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape."
See, because that woman with child, it tells in what it is, second to the 16th chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Because that water break, then that pain, but
Mm.
that water, it suddenly it comes.
That's right.
You
Hey,
know.
Salakia, I
Mm-hmm.
got something for you because I
Huh.
you had mentioned the taxer from this place.
Huh.
And the people, 2/3 of our people hold fast to Esau. They're
Mm-hmm.
not trying to tax from this place. I'm gonna start at verse 1. I'm gonna
Huh.
read then we jump down to the point. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take
Mm-hmm.
counsel.
And
But
that's the 2/3 of our people, that rebellious children. That's another nation. That's concerning 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They are created to rebel against Yahweh Hashem Shai. And it's time, man. This is the perfection of it. That's why our Lord Yahweh Shai said, "Fear ye to measure your fathers."
mm,
These are these same things that reject Yahweh Hashem Shai that you see today. And what they do, they go to Egypt, man. The so-called white men. Even those of the circumcised that say they're Israelites, they have a world-friendly. So that show you that Edom still America is still going as a part of their doctrine.
okay.
So that's them going to Egypt as well. You got to know out.
It says they take counsel, but not of me,
Mm-hmm.
and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yep, because they coming back, going back to doing the same lot. That's why I said they're going to be laden
Mm,
with iniquity. Every time they come back, they doing this. They going off. That's why I said they always resist the Holy Spirit.
that's
You
it.
know that what Jake do. But as you can see, how Esau and how he present things is comfort. You know, you can stunt.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas love that, man.
Comfort and convenience.
That's it. Finger foods and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jake love. That's why they say they want to go to cucumbers. And you
Oh
know,
man, kind of.
it was some Jake was still kicking it. They was still somehow getting some out of that captivity. Talking about the fucking cucumbers and shit. You know. But
Cause
niggas now
forgot.
tell us stuff. You know, niggas do that now.
Cause
You gotta know out.
yeah, forgot all about the making bricks with no straw and all that shit.
Yeah.
Woo wee. That's why, like the brother said, you gonna meet the measure of your fathers, man. You know. But verse 2, it says, the walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
See, they want to go down into
Mhm,
Egypt, and that's what they do. They downgrade.
mhm,
They operate under the same vibration of the base man, the so-called white man. The base is the man. He's corner on everything,
mhm.
you know, which that's ultimately going to lead to death, man.
Hmm.
You got to know out.
It says, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
See, and that's what they lean upon. They lean upon what the so-called white man gives them, and ultimately that dollar,
Mm,
really, they're gonna lean upon that. It what's gonna lead is gonna ultimately they're gonna trip and fall and get pierced.
mhm.
You know, talk about leaning upon that broken reed.
Yeah,
It is
let me
Isaiah
get that
36.
right quick.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of get that out.
Con.
Because this system is finished, man. Make America great again. Show you that this devil is telling you he knows that is about to fall, man.
Mhm.
You know, uh, you see this man's shame as the elder brother runs going to his shame, the debt clock,
Yeah, con.
the U.S. debt clock, and this number running fast and shit. You can't even, you know what I mean?
Con.
You got to go all the way to the last couple of numbers that's going slow enough to see, and you just, yeah, you know.
Yeah, con. That's a beautiful point. Yeah, like the elder brother say, you should nobody know what your debt is, man. You know, that's that's something shameful. This is so like in Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 6. It says, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed."
See,
On mm-hmm,
the staff is that strength, this system, man. But it's a broken reed. It's broken. That's why it's a great reset.
mm-hmm.
They even throwing out the New World Order. They telling you got to go out.
It says on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will
Mhm.
go into his hand and pierce it.
See, if a man lean, it will go on. So you trusting on Edom, trusting on Egypt, the so-called white man, and what he presents, because ultimately his devices, which is evil plots and plans and schemes and shit.
Mm,
But those plans and that device that's going to lead to a device.
mm.
You know that money is going to be on. It's already on your card. You know,
Yep.
it's getting closer and closer to your hand until it's actually going to be in your hand.
Mm.
What it said, if
Yeah,
a man lean, yeah, you got it. So like it.
oh, so like that's that conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be in your hand. First, it was on your card. Then you can tap your phone. But it all is that progression is gonna be in your hand next.
Mm-hmm.
It says it will go into his hand and pierce it. So
Mm-hmm.
is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
See, to all that trust in him. See, as you
Mm,
put your as has Pharaoh as your strength, man.
mhm.
That's what it's going to lead to. You falling down in the just as a reed was going through your hand, but it's going to be that thing. Will it just show
That's
you that
it.
that's really a downgrade as well?
Ooh,
You getting like that's how these devils present it as a convenience. You get to open your door with it, or
yeah.
just get up and pay and and just go in, get whatever you want. You ain't got to walk in line. You just go out. You just
Hmm.
scan it and put it on your see here. All these things present comfort and eating and shit like that. But ultimately, that's really a downgrade. But that's gonna lead to your death though.
Hmm.
At the
I'm gonna
end
go
of the
back.
day,
It's like
yeah, you got it.
okay. That's a beautiful point. At the end of the day, it's gonna lead to your death, man. Trusting anything outside of your high by shower shot is certain death.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse. I'm gonna read verse 2 again. They walked, they walked to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yep,
If
the
I may,
shadow. Oh yeah,
okay.
you got it.
Yeah, like the brothers want to say, that shadow, man, that's something fickle, man. It's not going to be, you do shine a light on the thing that's casting the shadow, and then the shadow is gone, man. In an instant.
See.
It says, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion."
That's
And if I
it.
may, oh, Salaki,
Yeah, you got it.
it go back to that perplexity, man. You know,
Uh-huh.
people gonna be really without answers, and the answers that you're gonna have is gonna lead you right to your death, gonna lead you right to Esau.
See.
I'm gonna jump down
Con.
to mm,
You start
let's
like
see,
yeah.
9.
Con.
Isaiah 30 and 9, it says that this is a rebellious children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
See? They would
Mm,
not hear it. See, so what use is it to go to the hood and preach
mm.
to a nigga, man? Things the Lord telling you,
Yeah.
you know, because guess what? Yeah, they were part of the movie, but they were part of the movie to get destroyed.
Mm, mm, mm.
Why? Because the line, the measuring stick is them not receiving this word. You gotta go out.
Con, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. And if I may, that's basically you saying that the bank is not going to fall. That's what you want us to say, that everything is going to be okay, that this system is going to continue as it is. But no, we just telling you what the Lord said He's going to do, man. All right, we're giving you His words. This is a warning from Him. And if you don't hearken, then you're going to end up by the wayside. You're going to be destroyed. It says, so like it says, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One to Israel to cease from before us.
Con. So that's what they do. That's what they do when this word is presented. they cast it away. They don't want to deal with it, and that's what they did. Reflection of that is when our Lord was asking on the planet Earth, man.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want no what it tells you what it said away with him or something like that.
Yep. Give us Barabbas.
Yeah. And now as it's playing out. By the way, when this word is on display and they doing the same thing, man, they asking for the same thing, which is ultimately goes back to Esau, thief and a murderer.
Okay. Whoa. Verse 12, it says, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon.
See, that's Esau.
Mm-hmm.
He's the perverseness.
Hmm.
And it says, and what else
It said, and stay thereon.
hold on, what was the first part out? The
Oh, it's like it said, trust and oppression.
oppression, see? So
Mm-hmm.
like it. Though it said they make the oppressor and that
Oh, the
that
avenger. Yeah,
avenger, and yeah, you know.
that's heavy.
Cause
Yeah,
guess what? Even nigga with a so-called what is it, the black conscience, even they doctrine go back to Esau, cause them niggas ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. Cause guess what? They still got to pay bills.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't tired of that shit yet, you know.
Okay.
But they trust in oppression and perversion, which all goes back to Esau, the so-called white man, because everything really outside of this goes back to Esau.
Mm-hmm. And going back to that scripture we read earlier in Isaiah 36, it says, and stay thereon. You know, they fully putting their strength in the Esau, you know, which is eventually going to lead to them getting their hand pierced with that thing, that digital R.
Mm-hmm.
It says, therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall.
See, swelling out in a high wall. So it's a build up.
Mm-hmm.
You see it,
Mm-hmm.
but you acknowledging it, but you taking it light. You know,
Yeah.
they didn't consider when when the gas shot up suddenly. Suddenly, it's a long line for gas and shit. Now it's so many dollars now. Then now it died down. Jake ain't considering that's now they back looping and running. You know.
Mm-hmm. Was that those contractions, you know?
Uh-huh.
Things get worse and then it die down. You know, same thing with a woman having a baby. You know, those contractions, they short at first, and then they intensify. You know, and that's what the officer brother Barack said. You know, those things are gonna it's a build up. You know, you see when a woman's water break that ain't no coming back from that. The baby's getting ready to be delivered. You know, and that's the same process that we're experiencing right now. Everything is going to come suddenly upon this place. You know, I got something for you though. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 12. It says, "For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time when it follows suddenly upon them."
You got it out.
That's that evil time. You know, that's the time that we're approaching, where it's gonna fall suddenly upon you people. As you haven't been watching for the prophecies, you haven't been paying attention to what's going on. And if you have been paying attention, you don't know the magnitude and gravity of what's going on around you. You believe that it's just you know, a certain thing in this time of history. But little do you know, all those things are building up to the King of Heaven. I mean, it's like it to the kingdom of heaven. You know,
Huh. That's it.
and it's like it. What is that? A wise man. Oh, it's like a prudent man. Let's get that.
Time. Yep. Think what it is. Ecclesiastes 8.
Con, that's it. The water. Con. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall fear no evil thing. And a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment.
You
You
got it
got
out.
it out.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
you got it.
con.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, a wise man's heart gonna discern both time and judgment. You're gonna recognize what time you're in. You're gonna realize that all hell is set to break loose, and you need to come back to your power, because that's where the safety gonna lie. You know, that's where the comfort is gonna be. But it says, "Whoso keepeth the commandment." That commandment is Yahweh Shai. What is that? Deuteronomy 18,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Exodus 23.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hear ye him. This is my son. You know, you obeying Yahweh Shai. You're not gonna walk in darkness. You know, you're gonna be able to see in this gross darkness and the things that's playing out. You're gonna discern those things. They're not gonna come upon you suddenly.
That's it.
I think I got one more for you.
You got it. Spirit. Hey, because that's
Matthew.
as I said, that's how about from outside. That's how the Lord comes in the sudden.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said, wait upon you till I rise up to the prey. So show you the Lord creeping up on Esau.
Good.
So this is how Yahweh Shem outside get down. Everything is a builder. He's known as the farmer, the husbandman.
Mm-hmm.
So just like when you actually plant something, it's a build. It buds forth. You see the leaves, then you begin to see the fruits of it, and then reap the benefits of the fruit.
Good.
So
This
that
is Slack. You
yeah,
got it.
yeah, you got it out. So like,
No, you got it. Slack it out.
no, you got it out.
This is Matthew chapter 24, and I'm gonna start at verse 37.
Mm-hmm.
But as the days of Noe were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
See,
Hmm.
and we went into it too as well. You know, as you can see, the time of Noah, it was violence on the earth.
Hmm.
The thoughts of everyone was only evil continually,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we're seeing on the earth. More another LGBTQ law just passed. I don't know what, but it did. You know, and guess what? The next day is going to be another LGBTQ law to pass.
Mm-hmm.
That's the norm, and that's just scratching the surface. But that's the same thing. This not is even worse. That's why fire is going to be the cure for this situation. You got it out.
Con. It says, for as in the days that were before the flood,
Mm-hmm.
they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noe entered into the ark.
See,
And,
and guess what? You can also read it in Luke 17. I think that's Luke 17. I believe it's the same thing. Or it might be 21. So like it might be 21. But no, you ain't got to get it out. You ain't got to get it.
okay, con.
Yeah, I think it's 17 is 21 on, but it talks about also as in the days of light as well, comparing Noah days, and it's saying like the days of light as well. That's why even when you read Second Peter, the second chapter, I believe, it talks about it goes into Noah. Then it talks about and as Sodom and Gomorrah
Mm-hmm.
back to back. So that's why this situation is gonna cause for fire, man. But you got it all out. But it said
Con.
they were banqueting too as well, and the time a lot too. You got it right.
Con. It says, until the day that Noe entered into the ark and knew not until the flood came
Mm.
and took them all away.
See, so
So
son,
it's like,
that's how that's when they knew, when they was taken away,
Mm.
when that raindrop happened, they knew what drowning was then. Like they was you know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
ooh,
That was a horrific
con.
way. That's how they knew you how about Shemal Shai. You know, because it was no matter how high you can go, the water was gonna get you. Your
Mm.
ark couldn't make it. You couldn't. It wasn't according to the dynamics of Yahweh Shemal Shai. It wasn't gonna withstand.
Mhm.
But they didn't know until when the destruction came, and that's how these people gonna know when the famine take place. But really, ultimately, what's gonna shake a lot of things up? That Korachma, that thing, man. You know, that's what we're coming into. That's the season that we're in on the planet Earth. Because what else could? What else? Everything is already in place. Like the stage is set for this grand finale. But then you have to have it's a process though.
Mm.
In prophecy, you can read that in what's that? Matter of fact, get it. Matter of fact, I think that's Second Thessalonians, the second chapter.
Con, yep.
But even in you can read First Corinthians, the 14th chapter said, "Let everything be done decently and in order." That's on all levels because even prophecy is an order within prophecy as well. So this is just an example. Was that Second Thessalonians 2, and I think that's the third chapter, third verse. I mean,
Con. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for
mm-hmm.
that day shall not come
See, for that
except
day shall
Mhm.
come, meaning what concerning the perfect day, which is the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. That day shall not come. You got it.
except there come a falling away first.
See, falling away first. See, this is their process. You had 70 AD. We was pretty much cast out of our land. The
Mhm.
temple was they sacked the temple pretty much and burnt it down.
Mm.
We had to be brought over here as slaves. Oh, even would you read in Michael the fourth chapter, it talks about that. The build up to our deliverance.
Mm.
Tossing us how we're gonna be in pain and we're gonna go forth out of our land and dwell in the field, which is scattered throughout the earth. And ultimately we'll end up in Babylon. And there, here in Babylon the Greek, which is America, we're gonna be delivered. Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna deliver us from this place, man. So this is that process. They're falling away first. That's why you had Ezekiel 37 had to play out somehow.
Mhm.
That had to come forth, and that's a monumental prophecy, man.
Hmm.
You know,
Mm.
so let's show you what time we in. They're falling away first. Now we in Ezekiel 37 now. So you got it.
Con. It says, and that man of sin be revealed.
He and that man is sin being revealed. See, so meaning who Esau Edom. And
Mm.
that's when you read Jeremiah the 49th chapter, it talks about Esau being made bare, as well as
Mhm.
his secret places. So the so-called white man being known who he is as the biblical Edomites, and as well as his agenda is on display too, because this nigga worked in darkness and secrecy.
Mm.
So he's being made bare on all levels. So this devil in his warped mind is planning to put a corruption and that digital tag in people, man. This is where everything. This is that season that we're in, man. What else could what
Mm.
else could you get? You hear more talks about famine because that's gonna go hand in hand with the corruption, the sea here, the famine.
Hmm.
That's what's gonna lure you in. You got it out.
Yeah. Jake love to eat. They
Mhm.
love that. Oh, you brought it up. You know that talking about some damn cucumbers. You know.
Ah,
Oh, that's gonna be a beautiful snare that Yahweh Shai is laying out for him.
ah.
It says, "And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition."
See the son of destruction. See, so that show you that's part of this process of prophecy.
Hmm.
You know, and ultimately it's gonna be capped off by Esau being destroyed. That's why I say the Lord's gonna come with His brightness and destroy him with the brightness of His coming.
Hmm.
So Yahweh's return goes hand in hand with the destruction of Esau, man. Who is this that coming from Edom?
That's it.
You know, that's the Lord. Yahweh is on the scene when it happened. He even tells you that in Jeremiah 49th chapter. He said Yahweh said he's gonna come as the eagle and
Hmm.
be a Basra.
Mm.
You know, what you got out?
I think, yeah, I got something real quick. Luke chapter 21
Mm.
and verse Salaki, verse 34. It says, "Take heed unto yourselves, lest at any time your heart is overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that day come upon you unawares." And that's the cares of basically what the scripture said, the cares of this world, man, the cares of this life. You worry about your bank app. You worry about when your check gonna be deposited. The Lord said, what a sparrow don't fall into the ground without it being sanctioned by Yahweh Shah.
Mm.
So you worry about something that's totally out of your control. You know, it says, "For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth." So it's gonna catch them off guard, man. As a brother going into. These people are not watching for the prophecy. So when the crash comes, they're not expecting it. You know, they're not built up in the spirit to withstand those things that are set to come down. As the brother said earlier, Esau is going to come down with great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he had but a short time. It says, "Watch ye therefore, see." What you watching for? The prophecies, right? And pray always. And we know what to pray for. We praying to be preserved from the said perils, to be preserved from those proud waters when Esau come in like a flood, right? It says that ye may be accounted worthy to escape, see, to escape all these things that shall come to pass is a guarantee. It says, and to stand before the Son of Man. And I know every brother want to stand and see Yahweh Shai, like the brother said, who is this that coming from Edom? What died coming from Basra. See,
Yeah.
those are the so like you got that.
No, you got it out.
Yeah, those are the things that we're looking for. We're the ones who love his appearing, man. You know? And what we're seeing now with the bank runs, and so much so they telling you, don't worry, your money's okay. Those are just telltale signs showing us that this man's system is going to fall, and the kingdom of heaven is about to be established on the earth. You got anything?
Matter of fact, get me what it is, uh, Second Ezra chapter 9.
Okay.
You just get verse 5,
Okay.
because at the end of the day, as these events take place upon the planet Earth, what other conclusion can you come to that this is the end of the so-called white man? We're witnessing. We're gonna see. They're saying desperate time calls for desperate time calls for desperate actions or something like that. Something like that.
Hmm. Current desperate times. I think desperate times. Desperate measures. Current, yeah.
Con. Desperate time, desperate measures.
Current.
So this man is gonna come down with great wrath. He's gonna have more draconian laws to take place. You know, his military is being beefed up. You know, all these things, and it's just so just like how animal that's wounded and is on his last, you know what I mean, about to fight his last life. Got the claws out, his teeth is showing. But that's the act of the so-called white man. Once he know he had with a short time, but he's gonna come down with great wrath, and this is gonna be a part of that wrath. Cause that seal is gonna come with restrictions. You got to agree with the LGBT when you get that thing too. You know, because you're gonna have those points, those social credit system. I mean, what it is?
Current. That's it.
Yeah, the credit system.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so how dare you say something about Bruce? I mean, whatever his name now. Hey,
Current.
you got it all.
This is Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 5.
Huh?
For like all that is made in the world,
See,
have
for
a
all that is made in the world. So this concerning everything that's in this realm. Because you hear about the creation, but even that you say the trees, the birds, but even the scenarios. That's what's made in the earth world as well. These scenarios the Lord has scripted upon the planet Earth as well. You got it out.
It says, for like all that is made in the world, have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
See? So everything has a beginning and an end. Because you could think of a man of a lifespan. Lord said, what it is, 80 years now with strength, 70 years, 80 with strength. So that's a time span. Is a beginning as an end. But even it's a to the extreme of kingdoms and empires. Oh, I tell you, the Lord have numbered and measured the times. And he does not move nor stir them until that measure is fulfilled. So that measure of the so-called white man ultimately is him presenting that seal. That's the last thing he pretty much have on that list of Yahweh Hashem outside of him and his purpose for Esau before he destroy him, man. That's that process. Matter of fact, can you get something real quick out? Get St. Matthew 24. And I think it's like 29, I believe. Just going back, the beginning is the end to show you the build up to Esau's destruction. You know, you got it all out.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened.
See? So it just shows you that's the build up. This devil, he got to present that thing that it's got to have to be an hour temptation, man. You know, this devil's in his sick mind is going to actually put it into law for you to put that thing in your hand, man. And this is that process. Like, these are the steps to it. When you get to that point, when it suddenly happens, you're like, why? How? What? But guess what? These are the little steps you miss. Then you won't get it. That's why I see they will be perplexed. Because they were watching the wrong channel the whole time. Till it went off air. And they had to come back to reality, which is prophecy, man. You got it out.
It says, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken.
See, so as you can see, this is their process. That tribulation, immediately after the tribulation, is a period of time.
Mm.
It's a beginning and ending to it. Then that destruction gonna come. You know, so we seeing Rodman is about to take his stage on the earth, man. And ultimately, you know, these are, like I said, these are the steps that's gonna show that we in this process, man. And what else could that prophecy be? It can't be Christianity or what they say, sin. You already damn, man. Everything really outside of the Quran, you really damn. Because you know, they putting themselves in the box when they say that. Because you can't repent from it. And this is the prophecy that you can't get wrong, man. Ain't no mulligans with this. Like you got to see it, then you were like, hold on, I think it is now, man. It's too late. But you gotta know out. I think that was it on that. You can go back to the second Ezra 9.
Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 5. It says, "For like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest."
See, and the end is manifest. And our Lord Yahushua told us what to look for in St. Matthew, the 24th chapter, concerning the different signs of the end of the world, the end of the world with the Romans, which are now the revised Roman Empire, America, these Edomites. These are the symptoms that we was looking for. That this was the end of this man. And Joe, like, damn, how this man live so long? This wicked live so long. Nigga been ruling for, I mean, he's pretty much the last bottom half of the statue of Daniel. But the Wadi Yahweh Shem outside, we at the end, that where the toes are crumbling. What's that better is the end of a thing? This is what we was waiting on. You know, watching the movie, but you want to watch the end. You want to see how the end play out. And the Lord giving us our desire to see this now. But you got anything up?
No, I ain't got nothing else.
So we just hold the edifying. We like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakha Kodash. Like to give them honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Like to say shalom to the elect, the teachers word and our true phrase sincerity. DTA, our
Bye, bye,
soon,
soon.
very soon.